Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. You know, we recently started a new segment that we call Q&A with Sophie. And we asked you guys to submit questions. And I have to tell you, you guys ask the best questions. And so now I'm going to answer some of them for you. First one comes from White Sparkle AG. And she says, do you have any other hobbies other than making crafts? Well, it just happens that I do. I love stand-up paddleboarding. That's one of my favorite things to do, not only for exercise, but also for just mental release. I love getting out in the water and just paddling and looking at the fish and enjoying the waves. So that is my favorite thing to do now. That's my new hobby, stand-up paddleboarding. Another question here from, I hope I say this correctly, Millipuse B. And she asked a ton of questions, but the ones I chose from her are, what's my favorite color? What's my favorite food? And do I like board games? Well, my favorite color happens to be yellow, like school bus yellow. My favorite food, that's a tricky one, but I think I have to say my favorite food is pop chips. And do I like board games? I love board games. I love games of all kinds, but my favorite is Apples to Apples. Shaylin M says, why did you cut your hair so short? Well, here's the deal. I have the finest, flattest hair in the world. And when I was younger, when I was in high school, I used to try to style it and do all kinds of things to it. I even tried perms. Nothing ever worked. So I cut it short, and when I cut it short, I found that I could just wash it in the morning, shake it off, and I was ready to go. And because my days are so busy, having short hair is definitely a plus. But it's because basically I have really flat hair. Okay, Lena L and Lily both want to know about my hair. They say, do you dye your hair? And what color is it naturally? And the answer is yes, yes, and yes. I started dyeing my hair when I was off Broadway in a play, and I was playing this character. Her name was Brunhilde, and she was very blonde, and so I went very blonde for the role and liked it better than my natural hair color, which is mousy gray brown is what I would call it. Just didn't have much color to itself. When I dyed my hair blonde, everything perked up, and it was like, oh, this is what I was meant to be. So since then, I've been blonde. And Victoria B says, what is one of your favorite crafts so far? Okay, this one I can easily answer. I love making dollhouses. Dollhouses are one of my passions, and I don't get enough time to make dollhouses, but I like to make things that are tiny and miniature. I like to take a big thing and make it really small. That's one of my favorite things to do. And one of these days, whenever I get time, I'm going to do a whole series of dollhouse stuff. And then the last question here is from Emma Duct Tape 8. Where do you get your overalls? So, I used to wear Oshkosh Bagosh overalls. They were my favorite overalls of all time. However, they stopped making them for adults. And so I started using Dickies. They're my second favorite. And I get them online. I just go to Amazon and I look up Dickies overalls and up they pop because they come from different places. But that's where I get them. Thank you, dear old Amazon. So for more Q&A, make sure that you send us some of your favorite questions, and I will hopefully get a chance to answer them all. Thanks, and have a great day.